When dice roll high, we're victorious. Roll a one, it's so inglorious.
Damn.
But we never fret, we've got Bard and Spo yet. Walking in a D&D wonderland. Doop, doo 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 doo.
Hey, there's the opening crack. It's time for a Christmas special edition of Bards and Barrels. How we doing, boys?
Where's the jingle bells?
There they are. Hey.
Sorry. I was off the ball. I'm
Santa's a
sorry.
little late today. It's fine. All right. Welcome to a winter episode of Bards and Barrels. It's good to be back. How we doing, fellas?
Well, we're doing well.
Just well.
That's the appropriate
It only took us.
answer.
We're doing terrible.
It only took us how many takes to get the opening song right?
Two.
Ross,
Two.
it's a process.
And then we ended up letting Damon sing the whole thing by himself. It's fine.
I mean, he does sing better than we do. So
Very
it's
true.
fine.
So on today's episode of Bards and Barrels, it's going to be pretty laid back. We're going to talk a little bit about the beer we're drinking, a very holiday cheer beer, if you will. And then we're going to have
beer.
a little conversation about a Threads post that we had recently where we talk about Christmas stories that could be D&D one-shots. So that should be interesting. We'll get the thoughts from the group on that, and then we'll dive into a little Christmas trivia to wrap us up before we get out of here. So, Damon, do you want to introduce today's beer?
Yes.
It is a beer.
It's a fermented beverage.
I have brought for the enjoyment of your taste buds. This is a beer brewed at Steeple Brewing Company in Hastings, Nebraska. It's located at 717 West First Street. For those who are in the area and would like to stop by,
Maybe a
Hashtag locals.
sponsor. Just kidding.
it is titled Christmas Carol. Is as the name of this beer. It's a spiced amber. So amber ale, sort of a base with a whole bunch of extra brown sugar to boost the alcohol content, some orange peel, and then a proprietary blend of mulling spices.
Oh, are you trying to patent your proprietary blend?
No,
No, okay.
it's actually someone else's proprietary.
Okay.
It's like, what's on the shelf today?
So last year when we did this, we drank Shiner's Christmas Ale, which was really good. That was a good one, and that was a unique find. It had like the peachy notes in it and stuff like that. It was pretty good. But
Peach pecan?
I had one last
did you?
week.
It's still good.
Is that the
Still
pecan one?
delicious, but yeah.
Yeah, it was pecan,
Yes,
pecan
it's
peach or
pecan.
something like that. I will say though, Christmas Carol for me screams more Christmassy.
It's got more Christmas
Yes.
spices in it, right? Like, we've got some. I mean, I don't know that it's in there because it must be in the proprietary spice blend, but I definitely pick up maybe some like clove hints in there that are pretty delicious.
There's definitely some clove.
That's a pretty obvious one.
Just curious, how much brown sugar goes into this beer?
Ooh, about 25 pounds.
Oh, that's a lot of brown sugar.
And we make like 5 barrels at a time for anybody who's curious about doing the math at home. But
Nice.
So what percentage does this batch come in at?
it's about 8.5,
Okay.
something like that.
It's solid.
It does not taste like an 8.5. It doesn't get that like alcohol-y content that you get with some of the higher.
Yeah, I think all of the other flavors helps
Yeah.
with that.
Ask me when I stand up.
Yeah, it's a slow beer.
It's delicious.
It is amazing. So let's dive right into this first section. We can always come back to the beer if we need to, and
We will.
Don't worry, everybody. Yeah, everybody out there, we will.
I'll need a refill.
So a couple weeks ago, from when you're hearing this, we posted.
But I'm hearing it right now.
Indeed, you are. Yeah, you're not on Threads, are you?
Wait, what timeline am I in?
You're on Earth 616.
Oh, is that good?
I don't know.
Is that the good
Great
one?
question. So first of all, I guess if you're not following us on Threads, you should absolutely go do that at Bards and Barrels. We're pretty active over there. We engage with our audience quite a bit. We ask a lot of unique questions. But the one that we're going to discuss today, I had asked the question on what folks thought would be the best Christmas story that could become a D&D one shot. And I had it as a poll. I had the Christmas Carol, the Nutcracker, the Night Before Christmas, and How the Grinch Stole Christmas as the options, which, in case you were wondering, it was a pretty tight race between How the Grinch Stole Christmas and the Christmas Carol, 36 to 31%. But then I kind of opened it up if anybody had other ones that they could suggest, that they just drop them in the comments, Die Hard being one of them, and I feel like an idiot that I didn't think of Die Hard because that would be fun. But what do you guys think? What do you think what Christmas story would make the best D&D one-shot?
Well, should we talk about this? Which one won?
How the Grinch
How
Stole
the Grinch
Christmas.
Stole Christmas.
Maybe we should start by talking about whether or not we agree with that. Do you
Okay, yeah.
do you guys agree with the results of this poll? Do you think that of these four, How the Grinch Stole Christmas would make for the best? It didn't win by a lot. It doesn't. It's not a.
No.
Pretty even.
Personally,
Do you think that would be the best of those four choices? And there's a lot more other choices that could have been
no.
included.
Personally, no.
And if so, then like how, why?
I think this, if you're trying to like build something based off the story that exists, there's not a whole lot there to go off of. It's pretty straightforward.
This is funny to me because it depends what kind of a player you play. I agree with this because I love to play
Yeah.
rogue. And in my mind, like this is the greatest one shot ever. You have a group of rogues and you go in and you steal Christmas. But if you're a Christmas-based player, you would probably lean towards a Christmas Carol because that's probably a more enjoyable play style.
How would you do this? How would you do How the Grinch Stole Christmas with multiple players?
Yeah.
I think it would be a team.
Okay.
So, like the Grinch and Max work together to steal Christmas, so you would have multiple players in your party work together to
So
steal
what's
Christmas.
Max?
Druid that has a
Okay.
I was
don't
thinking
know.
the
Some
Grinch
kind of
was
beast
more of an organized
shape or-
crime syndicate.
Max is very loyal.
maybe.
Is that a thing?
True.
Is that an alignment?
Maybe lawful.
Maybe a personality
Yeah,
trait.
lawful.
Somewhere. Yeah, it'd be a
Lawful
good
neutral.
personality trait for sure.
He has a bond
Yeah.
to the Grinch. So I think, yeah, you could.
How would you
I feel as though it's tough because like you know the ending of all of these stories.
Mhm.
So how do you create a story that people already know the ending to?
You change the ending.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You let the dice decide. 'Cause
Sure.
I'm like,
Okay.
I was thinking if I was really going to play out Grinch, so you run into a scenario where you go to steal something and you get caught, then dice rolls are involved, right? So how you get out of that, and if you get caught, or if you like make it out of the house, or they keep you there, you bring law enforcement in, right? I think there are ways that you can change the story.
You know, there are some dark Christmas movies that could fit really well here, like Krampus.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of those like dark alternate
Christmas
versions.
horror sorts of
Yeah.
movies. Mm-hmm.
Hear me out. This is what I would run as a one shot for Christmas. The Santa Claus, but only the part where Santa Claus is taken. And you are the elves.
Oh,
go bust
yes.
Santa
That's
out.
a
Yeah.
perfect one shot.
I love that.
That's what I would
love that.
run.
Nobody mentioned that either. Nobody mentioned the Santa Claus at all.
Because it's
I didn't get to the post in time where I would have put it, but
You know,
yes.
I think it'd be really interesting to do a dark version of one of the Hallmark movies, like Love Actually or something like that, where it's you could completely make it go off the rails.
Please expand on this.
All bards.
There, that's the perfect use for all bards.
there's a
So somebody actually mentioned a Hallmark movie. They said, shout out to Moot Lagoon. They said, I just played a Christmas one-shot where we were in a stereotypical Hallmark Christmas town that worshipped Mariah Carey and gave her power via sacrificing visitors. If you weren't a sacrifice, you were trapped forever, so we killed the Queen of Carol.
no.
Yes,
Sorry, R.I.P. Mariah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that is pretty
great.
awesome, yes.
Sound effects in that campaign were lit.
Lots of high pitches, very high pitches.
I like that idea of taking a smaller portion of it, something that exists, and because you could play around a lot with like that sort of little thing, and it doesn't really matter that the end of the story is already determined, right? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
You're gonna have people figure out a way to get Santa Claus out of jail, whether it's by comedy or by superior action, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's like Christmas Carol. You could do like do a side adventure with one of the ghosts or something like that. So it's like you're not actually playing through the story. You're playing through like a piece that was like glossed over, not glossed over because they go pretty deep into that, but like you know what I mean. Like you're playing out things that you didn't necessarily see, like pieces from Scrooge's past or something like that.
Yeah.
I like Brett's idea of like a Krampus or like spin-offs from some of these because that makes me think of like Bill Murray's Scrooged. Did anybody see that movie? Like it's like that's kind of a darker twist on it a little bit. Still ending in redemption, of course, but
Any votes for Jingle All the
no,
Way?
I didn't see any in there. Jamie.
Sasha down to Prancer Vixen comic Cupid Donald. I could do this all day. How did I learn the names of the reindeer? Jingle all the way.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's how I learned the names of the reindeer.
Love it.
The Polar Express, when they are driving across the train on the ice, like you could do something with that potentially.
That'd be fun.
That would be cool. You can be like really suspenseful
Yeah.
campaign potentially. Like you have to roll vehicle handling or something like that to keep the train on the tracks, and you have all these distractions that are coming up too. That
What
would
if
be
you
cool.
played
That
the?
might improve that part of that movie.
Hey, I
like that movie too.
There are no good parts of that movie.
What?
No, it's
No.
terrible.
I 1,000% agree.
What if you play?
They're not the
Yeah,
leaders. It's
right.
fine.
What if you play through the backstory of the hobo, who's like also a ghost?
That would be cool. Maybe that's what the new movie's about.
I don't know.
There's a new one of those?
Oh, you
Polar
did-
Express comes every year. There's always stories to tell, Damon.
They're calling it the Christmas Train. It's the origin story, I believe, of the Polar Express.
I'm predisposed to not like that.
'Cause we
Get
all
your
need
tickets
more.
now, Damon.
But I will try to give it a chance. I'm saying it's got a high bar to cross. Actually, it has a very low bar to cross.
I was going
And I don't think it will do it.
Like, okay,
But maybe.
Okay, what is it about it that you don't like?
There is not a single character in that movie who seems to have any control of any of their limbs.
Of all the things, that's what you picked.
That's the whole movie. The whole movie is
maybe
no
not.
one has any control of their limbs.
Like literally, like you see them not have
They
control.
drop
They're
things.
dropping crap all over the place. They can't sit in the damn seat.
I mean, he's not
They're-
wrong. But the
Every
music's really good.
character in there is so annoying
Yes.
to me.
Oh my God,
Just sit down and hold on to your
such
ticket.
a hard take.
Done.
They're kids.
Oh my God.
They're also pumping them with like hot chocolate and candy while on
Why
the
are they
train. What do
doing
you
that?
expect? I
In the
don't
middle
know,
of the
but-
night, too.
Because drugs sell, okay?
Flopping around. All the waiters look the same. That's weird.
Apparently, we don't hear the bell.
I guess not. Goodness gracious. Holy moly.
I could go on.
Okay, let's take a look at other.
Let us know if you want us to expand.
They'd be happy to tell you.
It's a very unpopular take in my household.
The soundtrack's kicking
The Nutcracker was. Was
I know people love it. It's so saccharine. So
We're not even doing a beer, and,
talking about the Nutcracker
David's still
now?
got hot takes.
the
I love it.
conductors, oh my gosh,
It's Tom Hanks.
they're so annoying.
Damon's over here cracking nuts. It's fine. Let's go.
Conductors are so annoying of that train and the whoever's running. Who are the trolls that are running the train?
Not elves. Like two fat guys.
Oh,
Fat guy and a really
like
tall-
that
Yes.
long beard.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because of like the reindeer or whatever.
Caribou.
Pull it again.
So annoying.
Okay, that part was a little dumb. I'll give you that.
And that one creepy car that has all the broken toys and stuff in it.
Ooh, hey,
Marionette.
Why is that there?
I can relate. Well, I don't know why it's there, but I get the creepiness though. Like I think dolls are creepy.
Well, sure. Yeah, why is that on the Christmas train?
Well, you know, I don't know.
Forgotten toys.
Why?
They're going to the land of misfit toys.
It's a nod to the old movie. I don't know.
I think it's just there to
Show.
pad time because the book is 12 pages long and they tried
There's
to
a
turn
book?
it into an
Yeah,
hour
it's
and
an
a
adaptation.
they
It's
tried
a
to
kid's
turn it
book.
into an hour and a half movie.
Brett's brain just went.
Is it better than the movie?
It's 12 pages.
It's
shorter.
It's very concise.
That is the.
When was there ever a movie better than the
That's
book?
the only
Excuse
book.
me.
That's the only version of that story that should be a thing. The 12 pages.
Damon likes the book, not the movie.
Actually, I don't even know that I like the book.
You can't tell that their arms are flailing in the book.
I just, the whole film just feels like a tech demo to me.
Well, it was in that time
yeah.
period, which makes perfect sense. Like,
It was kind of like
Yeah,
was
but
kinda
why do
like
I want to watch
Avatar.
an hour and a half tech demo?
It was kind of like Avatar, the big one that was
Sure.
debuting all this 3D animation stuff. But Avatar actually had a story.
but Avatar was Pocahontas.
Sure. Yeah.
It was a ripoff.
I loved Avatar. Is that another movie I love? You
Yes,
shit all over.
it was a ripoff. I'm sorry. And then Avatar 2, still Pocahontas, but with water.
Haven't seen it. Don't
But
ruin
with
it.
water.
You're not going to watch it.
You ever seen The Shape of Water?
Speaking
Merry
of
Christmas.
back to movies that would fit really well.
Mm-hmm.
Home Alone.
I wondered that. I was surprised.
Yeah,
Their
somebody
comment?
mentioned
okay.
Spectral Hyena
Oh,
also
okay.
mentioned Home Alone, so shout out to them. I get that, though. That would be a lot of fun. Like, trying to defend your bastion against, like, could be anything. Against.
Well, sometimes I feel like, so I don't know if you guys have ever had this, but like you go through lulls of not being able to play, and you're like, God, if I could just get one person to play with me, right? Like you could do something like a Home Alone where they are the one person, and then you come up with all of the obstacles that they would have to get to either get out of the house or get a hold of help or something like that. It would work really
If you
well
could
for
pick a
that
class
style.
to play in that adventure, what would you pick?
Oh, Barbarian, because he has so many improvised weapons. The paint can on a string.
That's a good
It could be
idea.
anything. The blowtorch over the door.
Artificer?
Okay, yeah, I could go for that, too. Yeah, either one. He doesn't really
So much of what he
range.
does in that film is based on trickery. Right? Like,
Sure.
Yeah, I would have picked a rogue, but that's
Always.
just
Pick
me. We
a
all know
rogue for
that's what I would.
literally everything.
isn't
Everybody
there like
take a
a really tricksy wizard sort of a?
Yeah, it's called a rogue.
Oh, okay.
Well, it doesn't have magic, but you better bet I'd use that bag of ball bearings if I was playing to get out of that
Kevin
house.
McAllister wishes he had a bag of ball bearings.
Kevin McAllister is a rogue slash. What did you say, barb? Because of the
Artificer?
improvised
Yeah.
weapons.
Barbarian?
Is that a rogue slash barb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slash barb slash artificer. Going triple
Artificer's
class.
good.
Triple
That
class.
fits.
Take a level
Why
in
not?
each.
I haven't read the new players.
You're
Handbook
level
yet. Why
3,
not?
one of each.
There's a little known Christmas film that
Ooh.
was produced. I saw it originally, I believe, on ABC Family, which has been a long time since since ABC Family
Freeform took that shit over.
existed. And it's essentially a Christmas version of Groundhog Day. It's called It's Christmas Every Day. And it's about a teenager who gets mad and then wishes that it would be like his younger sister wishes, because she loves Christmas, so she wishes that it would be Christmas every day. And then he gets stuck in Christmas every day, and he has a real bad time of it for quite a while. And he's just sort of, he's reliving the same day over and over again until he learns whatever vague lesson it is that he's supposed
Sure.
to. It's a terrible movie.
How old is this?
I'm not going to defend the quality of this movie in
And
any
he
way,
old-
shape, or form.
Does he
And
have
also,
control of
I
his
love it.
limbs?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Does he start every day with
He's
Sonny
doing
and Cher?
karate.
Oh.
He's making basketball shots.
He's not losing his ticket.
No, not once.
It's good enough to be redone though, because
ever
there
did?
is one of the Mickey Mouse Christmas specials is a similar
okay.
thing with the duck nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
okay.
They go through the same
Oh,
thing where they wish and they relive Christmas over and
Yeah.
over and over again. A time loop that would make a great.
Yeah, like
show.
Yeah,
I think you could have all
figure it
sorts
out.
of fun with that, right?
Oh yeah, that's
I'm a
awesome.
big fan of Groundhog Day, so I'm all for this. Why not?
Yeah, this is an
Same.
awful movie, but I love it.
Do you like any Christmas movies?
Yes.
Didn't you hear his love for Polar Express?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of tired of most of them.
You don't want to watch Elf for the 400th time?
I really don't. No, I don't know.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Die Hard. I think first, is it a Christmas movie?
I would say no. If I'm voting, I would say no. That's not a Christmas movie.
There's a lot of people that would disagree with you.
I understand that it's set during Christmas, but
Sure. That's like Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie. It's set during Christmas.
Has very
I don't think
little
that
to
Christmas
do,
really
yeah,
plays
with
a
the
central
season.
role in the film.
Nakatomi Towers doesn't
At all.
Nakatomi Towers, Nakatomi Plaza. I don't remember what it is.
Plaza.
Doesn't scream Christmas to you.
No, it's just a building, but yeah,
It's like, arguably, I also think The Nightmare Before Christmas is a Halloween movie.
Sure.
I agree with that. Yeah.
More than a Christmas movie, but
The vast majority of Hallmark movies have nothing to do with Christmas. They just take place.
other than
just
being set
set
around
in
the
the
time.
time
Yeah.
Sure.
So how's that any different than?
I mean, they do make a lot of gingerbread houses.
So what's our definition of a Christmas movie? I guess I don't know.
It's set
I
during
don't know.
Christmas and something.
I'm not really going to get into like a big argument. If somebody wants to say that Die Hard is
Die
a
Hard's
Christmas,
a Christmas movie.
Sure, go for
Pretty
it.
sure they came out with one of those All Dogs Go to Heaven movies that was based around Christmas time too.
Yep.
There was one. I know there was. We watched it at my grandma's house.
Christmas
as a
movie.
kid.
Love it.
I have no idea what it's about.
Okay, so let's. I'm gonna insert something here. So we've kind of been flirting with this. It's gonna veer off from D&D a little bit here, but let's talk a little bit about what our favorite Christmas movies are. Like, do you have one? Do you like them all? I'm guessing Polar Express is not on Damon's list.
No, it's awful. It might be the worst thing ever made.
So what do you guys think? Every year at Christmas we watch White Christmas with Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye. I love that movie.
I've grown more and more. Like there are particular parts of Christmas movies that I really enjoy, and the rest that I could kind of do without. You mentioned Scrooged earlier. Scrooged would be probably one of my more favorite Christmas movies, but really, I really love the end. I think that it has the best ending of any Christmas movie.
Of Scrooged.
Any.
Oh, you love the
But
end.
any telling of Scrooge, sure,
Okay.
maybe, though it's tough to argue with a Muppets Christmas Carol.
Like the redemption and like finding the meaning of Christmas. kind of
Yeah,
thing?
and I think that in that, like, the last 20 or so minutes of that film, Bill Murray does an amazing job of portraying the change in that character.
Sure.
A lot of the movie leading up to that is kind of slow, and it's just kind of not very focused,
Sure.
I think. And then at the end, it just all of a sudden gets this laser focus that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
I would say mine are not because they're good, just because of nostalgia. Is all of the claymation movies, so like Rudolph, Frosty, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Yeah, all those.
Yeah. The ones you used to have to watch
Oh,
on
yeah.
TV.
You're right.
That's the
And
only place you could
secretly
watch them.
kind of hard to
The
find.
Rankin and
They
Bass.
are now. I know.
Yeah.
Because I want to show
We
my
just
kids.
watched Frosty the Snowman last weekend. There's a lot in there that doesn't really make sense.
They didn't age well.
Like the whole setup
No,
doesn't.
No.
Like it's set on Christmas Day. It's a Christmas snow that comes, and the Christmas snow is magical. But all the kids are in school for some reason.
Times
They had to walk uphill both ways.
ways.
And like,
In
I
a
mean,
zone.
they're just having a Christmas party at school, but still, why are they at school? And none of the boys are wearing long pants. Everybody's just wearing shorts.
totally missed that. Oh my gosh. I think for me, so there are a couple that life has changed, right? So there's a couple that Mackenzie and I always watch, and then like a few that I like to watch with my kids, and then some that my in-laws love. So there's just this like rotation of movies that we always do. So my wife and I, every Christmas Eve, we always watch The Muppet Christmas Carol. It's my wife's favorite Christmas movie, and if you've never watched it, do yourself a favor because it's my favorite rendition of the
Tis
Christmas
the
Carol.
season
It's
to be
fantastic.
merry and joyful. Fa la la.
We always sing only one
That's
more
right.
sleep
It's
till
only
Christmas.
one more sleep till Christmas.
Exactly. So that's one of my favorites. I do like the Polar Express. I'm alone in that. My wife does not like it, but I enjoy it. Mainly for the music. The Hot Chocolate song is fantastic, and Josh Groban is a wonderful singer. And my father-in-law's favorite movie is Elf, so we always have to watch Elf. I've watched it enough times that it's a little much. But the one I have to watch every year is National Lampoon's
Yes.
Christmas
Oh my god, I
Vacation.
watched it last night.
It's just a great movie. Like, I know it's ridiculous. It's just funny. Every year, I think it's
It's the
funny.
best thing ever since Bing Crosby tap
I
dance
danced
with Danny Moon.
freaking K.
Oh, Danny Kaye.
Oh man. For me, I think Christmas Vacation's up there. The Claymations, I watch those every year growing up too. So I 100% agree with Rudolph. Mostly was the one that we would always watch. White Christmas is the other one. I think I mentioned that. I think those are the three main ones. I do like watching Elf. We don't watch it super much. So I haven't I haven't gotten burned up on it yet.
We always watch the Santa Claus because
Yeah.
the first one, because that is one of my favorite portrayals of the North Pole. What is the chuckles about? Okay, it is. It's one of my favorites as far as like representation of Santa, the North Pole. It's one I remember as a kid.
Santa, Saint Nicholas, Père Noël, Papa Gijo.
But if we're gonna really say what I'm gonna be watching, like right up before Christmas, it's bowl games, college football, basketball.
Right.
That's what I would much rather be watching.
Holiday baking
Oh,
championship.
Oh my god.
I just found last year. I think that's an Apple production.
Oh, so nobody else has seen it. That's what you're
Spirited. Have you guys seen
saying. I have
Spirited?
not Spirited.
Is that
the
the
ro-
horse movie?
This is the
Spirit.
Spirited Away, I think.
Okay.
This is the Ryan Reynolds, Will Ferrell.
I didn't watch it last year, but it is.
Yeah,
another
it's a
direction,
telling
you're
of,
right.
it's the Scrooge story
Okay.
again, but it's a musical, it's really good. And its sort of trick is that it imagines that the ghost of Christmas present is Scrooge.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
okay.
cool.
And so then, the Ghost of Christmas Present and Ryan Reynolds, who plays the contemporary Scrooge character, they sort of affect change in one another. Yeah, so it's got a little bit more going on than the normal Scrooge story, and the music's great. It's really fun.
That's awesome. I'll watch that.
Okay, let's do a little Christmas trivia just to break things up here, and then as maybe this will spark some conversations as we go here. So, first question: what was the highest grossing Christmas movie of all time? Now they don't define Christmas movie as in released at Christmas or like actually about Christmas. So just keep that in mind. That it could,
So it's neither necessarily about Christmas or released during.
so you
Christmas
have
time.
the entire world of movies at your disposal here.
Oh my gosh.
I will say we've talked about this movie already today, though. If that gives you a hint.
Die Hard. No.
Elf.
highest grossing Christmas movie of all time.
Oh,
I think it's gonna be like Wizard of Oz
Avatar.
or something.
No. Good.
Hold on.
Oh, that's fine. You have a yes?
I feel as though it's gonna be like a family movie that was released around Christmas time. That's apparently not actually about Christmas. Otherwise, you wouldn't have said that.
Not
Wait, how many weeks was Moana 2 been out?
not about Christmas. It does happen over Christmas in the movie, I guess. Yeah. I think it happens over
Oh,
Christmas.
Did they release one of those?
Die Hard's back on the table.
Did they release
It
one of
is.
those Harry Potter movies around Christmas time? Is it a Harry Potter movie?
I don't know. It wasn't a Harry Potter
We
movie.
haven't talked about Harry
That's
Potter
true, we
movies.
haven't.
Although I get very nostalgic for Harry Potter, like during the
This is
winter.
the season I want
Yes.
to watch them all too.
Yes.
It's
They're
true.
very like winter movies.
Yes. Like that. I think it's just like the colors in the movies. Like it's just very warm and fuzzy to me.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas, Ron.
I think it's a little strange that wizards celebrate Christmas, but it's whatever.
Well, yeah. Okay. That's yeah.
Magic, Jesus.
Sure.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
No, I mean I
There's
could
an
see.
intersection
both.
somewhere.
I can see the overlap.
Okay. Home Alone is the highest grossing Christmas movie of all time.
The first
Yes,
one?
correct. The first one. How long does it take for a tree to reach the average ideal Christmas tree height?
Do we get to know what the ideal Christmas tree height is?
What is the average Christmas tree
6
height,
feet?
Russ?
It doesn't say, so I would say it's probably between 6 and 8 feet. Would probably be a safe bet.
I'm gonna say
5 years.
5 years.
I think I was gonna say 7, maybe 10.
I'm going to say the appropriate number of years for a Christmas tree to reach its proper average height. 3 seasons.
No.
Which is defined as
3 seasons.
Phil.
3 growing. Times.
No.
God bless
So,
you, Phil.
Spring, summer,
I
fall.
don't know.
That's 3 seasons.
I'll say 3 years. 3 years.
Okay, we should keep in mind. I don't know how accurate this website thought catalog is here.
Oh
but
no, they're the best.
They say 15 years.
Oh my
All their stuff is peer reviewed.
Well, okay, so like at the beginning they start like
From
teeny
Tiny Tree, I think. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about from...
We didn't say it was a tree farm.
Well,
Nick
shit.
Clark-
Then I gave a bad
Well,
answer.
going out to the boonies to cut down his tree, man.
Well, I got to count the rings.
Do you have a real tree in your house?
I contend.
Are you
Okay,
kidding?
Oh, jeez. Here he goes. Here he goes. I've already heard this once this year.
One of my other Christmas picadillos. All the trees are real trees.
Yeah,
They
mine's a real
all-
fake tree. You
They
better
all
believe it.
exist.
Sure.
Some of them used to be alive.
But they're dead now because you cut it off.
They put them in water. It's fine.
Yeah, did they replant it and then after?
It's like putting it on hospice.
So I was thinking about this conversation
Yeah.
because we've already had this once, Damon and I. The garden store has a sign up right now that says artificial trees.
The garden store.
Yeah. So they sell like quote unquote real trees.
The one here in town by the.
Like, or they
by
say
the
something
car
about
wash?
like they don't.
Earl May,
They don't have.
the garden store.
I didn't know if we were allowed
Yeah,
to say
like,
the name
I-
of it or not.
They're not a sponsor. It's fine.
why not?
Yeah, no, they sell plastic trees there.
Oh.
That's where I got mine actually. After Christmas one year when it was on sale.
So just briefly, none of us have a used to be living tree in our house.
I do not.
Have you ever taken care of
I
a
have.
used to be
It
living
was
tree?
not good.
Yeah, you do it once and you never do it
My
again.
mom used to swear by it until she also went to the garden store and bought a tree. Spent a lot of money on a tree, and now she loves her.
We have
Anyway.
the stand or whatever that they go into, but
Sure.
that's all.
Yeah. Okay. How do you say Merry Christmas in Hawaiian? If-
I think I know. Oh wait. Yeah. Malakaliki Maka.
Oh yeah.
Liki Maka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that they bring to you from the land where palm trees sway.
This
It
is
is.
National
I was gonna
Lampoon's
say,
it's the
Vacation
swimming pool
coming in
scene.
college.
How do you know that song?
Because there's a scene.
Well, we just got
We don't need to discuss the
we
scene.
just got
Move on.
copyrighted strike.
Ah, it's fine. It's fine. Which popular holiday plant is known to be an aphrodisiac?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Roll for Constitution. What popular holiday plant is known to be an aphrodisiac? See, now y'all gonna be wishing you had those trees in your house.
This is a Christmas holiday plant.
Yeah, it's all Christmas trivia, so yes.
Well, there's only so many Christmas holiday plants.
What Christmas holiday plant do you
None of them. They're mostly. I thought they were pretty much all poisonous. Like poinsettias are hazardous to cats and dogs. The one that mistletoe is
Yeah.
also
You
poisonous
don't
as
eat
well.
mistletoe, right?
Is my understanding.
It's
Cranberries.
I have one. I
bulb.
don't even remember what it's called.
Christmas cactus?
No.
Well, clearly Brett is not taking advantage of its properties.
What? The,
Wrong Christmas balls.
Bulb.
Oh, ball would it be? My bad.
Wrong word.
Okay, sorry. What was it
I
again?
have a Christmas bulb.
We're talking about what?
Christmas.
It's a Christmas
Yeah, it says
plant?
Christmas plant.
I think you mean to say Christmas
I don't
bulb.
know
Okay,
about
okay.
this.
Well, I'm gonna say
Amaryllis. That's what it's called. Is it Amaryllis?
no. It's
Amaryllis?
it's not. I think it's a flower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What does the trivia side say the answer is? And then
Yes,
we'll
it says
discuss
it's
that.
mistletoe, but I also thought that was poisonous.
Yeah.
Look at is mistletoe poisonous?
Maybe the aphrodisiac is not that you've.
You could just have to smell
Perhaps
it.
it's that you've gotten close to it.
Okay.
I guess that would make sense because you're supposed to kiss under it.
I
It's
guess.
societal. It's just a pressure that society.
Did you see the mistletoe hanging upstairs when you walked in?
I did not.
Just don't stand there next to one of us.
Mistletoe is poisonous, although it is doubtful as to whether it will actually cause death.
It's worth a kiss in my mind. Why not? What the hell?
The
What
kiss
the
of
hell? What the hell?
That's a bad question. All right, next.
What are two of the most popular names for Santa Claus that are not Santa?
Santa
That are
Claus.
not Santa.
Oh, sheesh. No. Saint Nick.
Saint Nick is one.
Chris Kringle's got to be
And
the
Chris
other one.
Kringle. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
How many ghosts
I like
show
that we've turned this into a team game.
Yep.
That's fine.
Yeah, for
in
sure. Us against Ross.
I'm the DM. It's never me against you.
We're winning.
Always.
Sorry, I got licked.
no.
Scared the crap out of you. Oh, really?
I said
Aphrodisiac
mistletoe.
over there.
All those Christmas balls.
The dungeon dog.
In Home Alone, where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind?
Paris, right?
Yeah.
They are going to Paris. And
In the
who
first
the hell
one, yeah.
goes to Paris over Christmas?
The McAllisters. But
Yeah, because they're loaded.
But what?
They probably got a Black
Kevin.
Friday deal on
I
their
want to
tickets.
know what he did that he could take their whole family plus his brother and their family to Paris
And live in that house.
and live in that house.
Probably work for Goldman Sachs.
Yep, that'll do
they're
it.
both attorneys.
Are they really? You think? Can you look that up? What were?
I don't know. Does it
I
ever
I don't
say
know. I
they're-
don't think it does, but they're both. Yeah.
That's a.
I think
We're
they're both well-paid professionals.
we're gonna check that out and bring it back to you after the break. Just kidding. There's no break. Name the animatronic cassette playing.
When am I
bear.
going to get more beer?
Right now, you don't have to wait. It's right
I
here.
know. I need some more Carol.
Again, aphrodisiac.
Give me more Carol.
It puts the McAllisters in the top 1% of Chicago area earners.
Just based on
really?
like where they live and what they're
Yeah.
able to do. Yeah.
It never actually reveals what they do.
I didn't think so. All right, what's this question about
Yeah,
bear?
name the animatronic cassette playing bear toy that every kid
I got
wanted
it.
for the
Don't even
Christmas
finish
in
the
the
question.
mid 1980s.
Don't even finish the question.
I'm
I
gonna
know
finish
the
the question,
answer.
Damon. What is it?
Teddy Ruxpin.
Yes, that is correct.
in
Just
what
it
year?
just says the 80s.
Oh, I wasn't born yet.
Teddy Ruxpin. And yes, I had a Teddy Ruxpin. And yes,
That's how old he is.
I also had his caterpillar friend, whose name I don't
He
remember.
had a friend.
Yeah, who was a caterpillar.
If anyone knows the caterpillar's
yeah.
name,
Oh,
let us know.
God. What is this thing?
Don't look at it.
It's like
It's
it's
the
Oh, my
80s.
God. Sleep. If you're listening to this, look up Teddy Ruxpin.
Did it help me learn how to read? No, I don't really think so.
These things are terrifying.
It was great.
Did you guys ever have a cabbage patch?
My sister was
also
Yes.
terrifying.
I still have mine. His name is Dudley. I'll bring him sometime. We'll take pictures with him and post
Did
it.
you ever have Shirt Tails characters?
I remember Shirt Tails vaguely. I feel like I'm in the slightly in between because I had older siblings, so I like can relate to Damon's stuff, but I'm your guys' age, like slightly older than you guys, so it's like it's weird because like I know the '80s like GI Joe and let's see what else, the original Transformer. We've talked about this before.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny Quest.
This has become a very nostalgic.
It has. I mean, that's what Christmas time's good for, right? Next question. The movie Miracle on 34th Street is based on a real-life department store. Which one? Correct.
Macy's.
Boom.
Also one of my wife's favorite movies.
What U.S. state was the first to declare Christmas an official holiday?
Vermont.
New
You got
York.
a 1 in 50 chance.
Odds
Gotta
are
be
still a little
something.
long there.
It's got to be
Definitely
something in
thinking
New
east.
England. Has to be.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's got to be New England.
Well, I can tell you you're all incorrect.
Oh,
You
no,
need-
I'm
you
definitely
need-
thinking west.
You need to
David
come
didn't answer
farther
yet. Hold on.
west.
Idaho.
Yeah, you didn't let us think it through. Yeah, I
still
haven't
hasn't
answered.
answered. Ross,
Which is the most
simmer your roll.
weirdly religious
You know,
state?
nobody. Never mind.
Missouri.
Close, but no.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is it then?
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain.
Really?
Actually, it kind of makes sense when you think about it because it's like it's a very Christian holiday, so it seems likely that it would be a more Republican state. I don't know when this happened; it doesn't say, but I could see why that might be the case. But I don't know. Whose eyes are all aglow in the Christmas song?
Which is chestnuts roasting on an open fire. That's the Christmas song.
Chestnuts roasting
Carolers, Yuletide carolers with their eyes all aglow.
Somebody's heart's all aglow.
Who is it?
Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Keep going.
Yuletide carols being sung by a choir.
And folks dressed up.
Dressed up like Eskimos.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows. Yeah, sorry.
And some mistletoe.
Damon is very subtly trying to hurry me along.
Help to make the season bright.
Season bright.
There it is. It's right. It's next. Nope, you skipped a piece here.
It's not. What is it?
Helps to make the season.
It's
Tiny
People are
tots.
yelling.
Tiny
tiny,
tots.
It's the only part I
tiny
can't
tots.
remember.
Their
Tiny
eyes
tots
all
with their eyes
aglow.
Okay, like
They'll find it hard to sleep tonight.
Find it hard to sleep tonight.
Anybody
Yes.
listening to this was just yelling at us profusely.
That's
Get
true,
on
that's
with it.
true.
Let's go.
No, they're yelling the
All right,
answer.
Tiny Tots.
Oh.
Next.
Probably both. Let's be real. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer started off as a marketing gimmick. I actually heard this on the radio the other day. For what
Really?
store? And the
Wasn't Macy's.
what I heard on the radio was they actually wrote the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer song
Yeah.
as part of this marketing campaign.
Really?
It's gotta
As
be
though
an
it's one of those.
It's
Old
like
department
lighting
stores.
company or
Yes,
something.
it is. And there used to be one in Hastings, actually. Not that that's going to happen.
JC Penney?
Well, there was,
don't know what
a
Hastings
JCPenney. This would have been long ago.
Drury's or what's the
Piggly Wiggly.
Woolworths or
Piggly Wiggly came up with Rudolph.
Woolworths or
There was a Woolworths store in Hastings, but not. That's not what this one is.
I'm not gonna think of it.
It is Montgomery Ward.
Monkey Wards.
Monkey Wards. That's what my dad calls it. Yeah.
Do they still exist?
I don't think so. According to legend, what holiday goodies were shaped to resemble a shepherd's staff?
Candy canes.
Yeah, that's an easy one. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, we need the points. How many points do we have?
You have approximately 25 points for the 25. The 25
What's our goal?
It's like
I
who's
don't know. You know, it's the points to add up don't matter. All that jazz. So, okay, we're gonna wrap it up here pretty quick. Let's do one last question though. In the classic Christmas movie, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Grinch was described with 3 words. What were they?
Stink, stank,
Correct.
stunk.
Bum.
That is correct.
I was gonna say green.
I mean, he's a mean one.
He's a mean one. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Oh, who sang the original?
Robert Goulet.
No.
Oh, it was that guy who's from Nebraska.
Yes.
Tiger
Yes.
Ravenscroft or something.
Close. Thurl Ravenscroft.
Yeah.
Tiger Ravenscroft.
Say it starts with the same.
That's what Tiger Woods changes his name.
Who was also the voice of the Jolly Green Giant and the original Tony the Tiger.
I think I knew the Tony the Tiger one. He's the voice of several like Disneyland characters still to this day, like in like Pirates of the Caribbean ride and stuff like that. So, Phil, do you want to talk about our gift to all the players out there who are listening?
Oh yeah, for all of you listening, our gift to you this year: inspiration
buddy.
in your next game. Just claim it. If your DM has an argument with you, send them on over to this episode. We'll clear it right up for you. DMs, give your characters inspiration for listening to this episode.
And we want to wish you all and you and your parties a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. May you roll with advantage and get double nat 20s in the new year.
Dang right. But that's going to do it for this Christmas episode of Bards and Barrels. You can listen to past episodes of the show anywhere podcasts can be found. You can also follow us on Threads, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook at Bards and Barrels. We'll see you in the new year. Have a happy Christmas.